Welcome to the latest episode of Sequestered Storytime. It is episode 25.
Oh, hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh, hey, Powderhouse Pickle Jar. Hey, Summer Sheep.
What you doing?
What am I doing? Just packing up all my stuff from Sequestered Storytime.
Packing? Are we going on a trip?
Yay, we're going on a trip. I wonder where we're going.
I hope we're going to Framingham.
No, I'm not going on a trip.
We're not going on a trip?
Then why are you packing?
I got both doses of my vaccine, and I waited 2 weeks. So, I'm not really sequestered anymore. So yeah, I guess I'm done doing Sequestered Storytime. Yeah, this will be the last one.
What do you mean, last episode of Sequestered Storytime? What's going to happen to
Us.
You guys? Well, I'm just gonna pick you up and put you in my suitcase. Store you in the closet. Or down in a moldy basement.
a moldy basement?
A moldy basement?
This cannot happen.
Anyway, we got a great show today. Gonna learn about something called gentrification. We are going to celebrate Mother's Day a little bit late. And we're gonna read an old book. So let's get started. So when Sequestered Storytime started out 25 episodes ago, more than a year ago, I was reading my own books. I don't really mention that much on Sequestered Storytime, but I'm a children's book author and illustrator, and I've got a new book coming out in June. You'll hear more about that soon. But soon I found that I read all my books. So I've been reading other people's books, and I've been reading really old books. So let's continue that trend and read a really old book. Let's read Three Wise Old Couples. The words by Mrs. E.T. Corbett. The pictures by Hopkins. This is another very old book. This one is from 1881. Let's see how this one goes. Three wise old women. Three wise old women were they, who went to walk on a winter day. One carried a basket to hold some berries. One carried a ladder to climb for cherries. The third, as she was the wisest one, carried a fan to keep off the sun. But they went so far and they went so fast, they quite forgot their way at last. So one of the wise women cried in a fright, "Suppose we should meet a bear tonight. Suppose he should eat me, and me, and me." "What is to be done?" cried all the three. "Dear, dear," said one, "we'll climb a tree. There out of the way of the bears we'll be." But there wasn't a tree for miles around. They were too frightened to stay on the ground. I like this, how the illustration's kind of right in the middle of the text. So they climbed their ladder up to the top and sat there screaming, "We'll drop, we'll drop." But the wind was strong as wind could be, and blew their ladder right out to sea. So here's some pictures of the ladder being blown out to sea, which isn't so realistic. So the three wise women were all afloat in a leaky ladder instead of a boat, and every time the waves rolled in, of course the poor things were wet to the skin. Then they took their basket, the water to bail. They put up their fan instead of a sail. But what became of the wise women then? Whether they ever sailed home again, whether they saw any bears or no, you must find out, for I don't know. Whoa. All right, let's end it here. It's quite a cliffhanger. We'll continue it in a bit. As always, we have something awesome from the Wonderland Spectacle Company. repeated thanks for everything that they've been doing. Today, we're gonna go take a look at some flowers.
We know you're a human, but be reasonable.
Yeah, think about us.
Well, yeah, it's been fun, Powderhouse Pickle Jar and Somerville Sheep, but time's up. I mean, it was nice doing these shows, but now I can go outside again. I don't have to stay in my home.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, let's do it.
No, don't do that. Don't do sad eyes. No. Aww.
Jeff,
Aww.
won't you look at us?
Jeff, how could you do this to us?
Jeff, slap out of it. Whew, that was a close one. You almost tricked me.
It didn't work.
I thought sad eyes always worked.
This is the last Sequestered Storytime. We had a great time, but it's over. Zipping up my bags, putting them in the closet, and going in and living my life. It's been nice knowing your Powderhouse Pickle Jar and Somerville Sheep. See ya on the other side.
Regroup. There's only one thing to do.
You don't mean
Yes. Plan Z.
Plan Z.
Plan Z, activate.
Oh, Plan Z activate.
Of news from the BBC with John Humphreys and Andrew Harvey.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh, hi, Connie.
What is gentrification?
Well, gentrification is when wealthier people move into a neighborhood that used to be for lower income people. This causes prices for everything in that neighborhood to skyrocket. And families that have lived there for a really long time might no longer be able to afford to stay.
That sounds awesome.
A laundromat to wash your clothes?
Now you can buy avocado toast.
A neighborhood bar where everyone goes?
Make that place into a luxury condo.
Your town's a cool place to be. Call in the food trucks and follow me and gentrify it.
A
place where you can mend your coat.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Now do yoga with some baby goat.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
A store that's owned by mom and pop.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Now it only sells bone broth.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Landlords want to raise their rents, just displace long-term residents and gentrify it.
Look at this old school basketball court.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Turn it into a dog park.
Gentrify it.
Little dogs only.
The supermarket with good prices for all.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Make that an indoor climbing wall.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Developers want to make some dough. Include 2 affordable units and you're good to go.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
Gentrify it, gentrify it.
All the bikes are electric assist.
Pretend the poor do not exist.
Only take Apple Pay.
It'll make the poor go away.
Serve charcuterie plates.
Instead of raising the minimum wage,
Throw some axes, raise some taxes. Natural lines, we're feeling fine. Cause we gentrified it.
I'm Connie, and I approve this message.
Let's continue reading. Three Wise Old Couples from 1881. We're on the second chapter, Three Wise Old Men. 3 wise old men were they, who went for a stroll on a summer day. One carried a gun that did nothing but snap. One carried a club and a cricket cap. But the wisest one, to keep off the heat, wore an ulster down to his feet. They strolled and they strolled till they came at last to a monstrous whale in the ice made fast. Then the hunter began his gun to snap. The club man tossed up his cricket cap, while the man in the ulster smiled as he cried, "Under my coat I mean to hide." So they see a giant whale. But alas, his voice had frightened the whale. Flop went the creature's terrible tail. It scattered the wise men far and wide. With the fall and the fright, they must have died. There they go. But the 3 wise women appeared just then, and ran to rescue the helpless men. Into the basket the hunter crept. Up the ladder the clubman stepped. The man in the ulster smiled and said, "Hold your fan, please, over my head." So back to their homes the travelers went, with these adventures well content. All right, that's the end of the second chapter. Let's pause it there. We'll get to the last chapter real soon.
All right, Plan Z.
Yeah, Plan Z. What's Plan Z again?
We zoom with the red dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Hi, Red Dragon.
Yeah, hi, Red Dragon. You have a name yet?
No, I don't have a name yet. Well, we've got some bad news.
Yeah, Jeff's trying to end the show.
No, that can't be true. End Sequestered Storytime? He says he's not sequestered anymore.
There's only one thing to do.
Plan Z. Plan Z? Plan Z? What's Plan Z? Oh, yeah. Plan Z. We'll meet you at the rendezvous point. Meet me at the rendezvous point.
Yeah, we'll meet you at the... What he said.
So it was Mother's Day about a week ago. So I thought it'd be nice to celebrate our moms. Let's celebrate moms.
You know me, I'm the Powderhouse Pickle Jar. But when I'm wearing this hat, it means one thing. Today, as per usual, I am going to rig your mind. Today, I'm going to predict which Beanie Baby you choose. Let's do this. Here we have 9 Beanie Babies. Now, my assistant Jeff will put down a piece of paper that tells you what kind of animal each one is, and also how many letters are in its name, which will be helpful. Oh, Beanie Babies. We have a whale.
That has 5 letters. We have a turtle that has 6 letters, T-U-R-T-L-E. We have a ostrich that has 7 letters, O-S-T-R-I-C-H. We have a bird that has 4 letters, unicorn, 7 letters, spider, 6 letters, dog 3, a rabbit 6, and a panda 5.
It's time for you to choose a Beanie Baby. Point to it. Point to any one of these animals and keep your finger right on that one. Now, what you're gonna do is move one spot for each letter in your animal's name, but no going diagonally. For example, if you picked a bird, you're going to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see my point? You could go any way you want. So, point to your animal, and now move the number of spaces in your animal's name. Go. Okay, have you moved? Great. Keep your finger on that new animal. Now, Jeff, I'm going to ask you to take away some of these animals because I do not think they are pointing to them. Take away the whale, please. Take away the dog, please. Take away, the panda, please. And let's see, take away the ostrich. Okay, so hopefully you have been pointing to one of these animals. Now, I want you to move 5 times. Same thing, not diagonally. Move 5 times. Ready, go. Okay. Now, Jeff, I'm going to remove some more animals. Jeff, please remove the rabbit. And Jeff, if you please, remove the spider. Now, one more. I think I'll have you remove the bird. Okay, hopefully you're pointing to one of these. Now, once again, I want you to move the number of letters in the animal you're pointing to. Ready, go. Okay, you did it? Jeff, this is the grand finale. I'm going to use my Powderhouse Pickle Jar power to determine which animal you are pointing to. I got it! Jeff, Please remove that unicorn. Are you pointing to the turtle? I hope you are. You are? You're pointing to the turtle? I did it! I did it! Magic! Magic! Hooray for magic! Magic, I did it! And magic did it! And we did it! Bye.
We're on chapter 3 of 3 Wise Old Couples. And this chapter is called Wise Old Couples. 3 wise old couples were they, who went to keep house together one day. Upstairs and downstairs one couple ran, he with his ulster, she with her fan. Fresh air, quoth the wife, is the thing for me. Shut the windows, I'm freezing, cried he. The second couple with basket and gun went hunting for spiders one by one. Into the corners they poked and pried. Here's one, I'll shoot him, the husband cried. While his wife exclaimed, when the basket's full, we can use the spider's webs for wool. But the wisest couple of all the 3 said, we will a traveling circus be. You, said the wife, the bear must play. Up on the ladder you ought to stay. And I'll carry the club because you know, I'll have to beat you your tricks to show. But the man who learned the bear to play lived on the ladder for many a day. He stole the club and he wouldn't come down, so his poor wife carried him through the town. And all the people said, let's go to see the bear and the circus show. So the man in the ulster was frozen stiff, while his wife did nothing but fan and sniff. The hunter was stung by a cross old spider, as he very imprudently sat down beside her. And his wife, who was gathering webs for wool, used him to make up a basket full. And that's the end of the book. It's a cool 3 at the end. Ooh, and I like the back cover too. Check out that back cover. So yes, once again, this was 3 Wise Old Couples. The words by Mrs. E.T. Corbett. The pictures by Hopkins. From 1881.
Wow, I've never been in the Powder House before. Hi, Red Dragon with no name.
Yeah, hi, Red Dragon with no name.
Oh, hi, Summerville Sheep. Hi, Powder House Pickle Jar. What are you doing here?
Why are we here?
Plan Z, remember? Plan Z. We just called you and told you about it. Plan Z? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we gotta do Plan Z or Sequestered Storytime will be over forever.
Oh yeah, Plan Z. The Zoom call. The end of Sequestered Storytime. Okay, I'll enact Plan Z.
Hello?
Hello, Jeff? It's me! The Red Dragon, with no name.
Hi, Red Dragon without a name. What's going on?
I would like you to come into the Powder House for some free, pizza?
Free pizza?
Yeah.
Free pizza at the Powder House? I didn't even know I was allowed in the Powder House.
Yeah, you can come into the Powder House. Just come up to the front door and meet me.
I'll be right there. Bye.
Plan Z is in effect.
Wow, I've never been in the Powder House before. Red Dragon, you live here?
What are you doing here?
Well, where's my free pizza?
Oh, yeah. Plan Z.
Plan Z?
All systems are go.
What's Plan Z?
And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions.
10, 9,
T-minus 17 seconds and
Why are you counting?
15.
3, 2, 1. Blast off!
Where are we going? Outer space. I know that, but after that? Who cares? Let me out of here. I don't want to go into space. So I guess that's it for this episode of Sequestered Storytime. I thought that this would be the last episode, but since I'm trapped in the powder house, flying into space, I guess there will be future episodes. So tune in soon for the next exciting episode of Sequestered Storytime.
Bye.